Hey everybody, it's time for another Redneck review. This is Robert, the Red Prince, and today we're going over a comic from the newest hit Marvel movie, Guardians of the Galaxy, number 15. This is probably going to be a real short review because this was a very quick update on the current story arc that was going on. Well, not current, but the one I just did the last time I did a Guardians review. So, when we last left off, the Guardians had been forcibly disbanded by Jason, the king of the Spartax Empire, king of the galaxy as they call him, and the Council of Galactic Empires approved it. They decided it was best that they didn't have the Guardians, that they were too much trouble to keep around. So, they decided to go after them one-on-one. Mostly, Star-Lord, of course, being that he is the son of Jason, King of Spartax. Guardians number 15 is a $3.99 comic. It's got this really cool picture of Miss Marvel. Not the best costume, as I keep saying to everybody, but it's not too bad. It's written by Brian Michael Bendis, and the pencil is by Nick Bradshaw and Cameron Stewart. They're not the usual ones to do it, but that's okay. Alright. Well, anyway, it starts off, and we find ourselves in a Kree. First one we check in on is Rocket. As you can tell in these things, he's being dissected by the Kree. And, they're just starting to tear into him. The Supreme Intelligence tells him, we need to put him back under. He goes, no. Continue as you were. This is a rare specimen. We should examine him further. And while this happens, Rocket wakes up. He goes, please, I don't speak Kree. Where's my team? The Guardians of the Galaxy, the Supreme Intelligence tells him through Mars, says, have been disbanded. Rocket, you are now the property of the Kree Empire. I am the Supreme Intelligence. These are members of my science conclave. We're looking forward to the answers your unique biology will supply. He goes, and Rocket, if you've seen the movie, you know his crazy history. And he's just freaking out. He doesn't like doctors. He doesn't like people tearing into pieces. He doesn't like any of that. He tells him, please, hey, come on, don't do this. I don't, he goes, don't kill me. We're not going to kill you. What can you tell us about your origin? Who did the initial biografting to your form? And they're just asking him all these questions, and he is freaking out. It's just a horror show for him. He goes, let's go back to this signal implants and recalibrate those from scratch. And you see this picture at the bottom, and he's just freaking out. This is I guess it's making a statement of animal cruelty. Well, we sort of switch over to planet Mord, home planet of the Brotherhood of the Budan, the evil allies of Thanos, who are currently taking the bite out of Gamora. They're forcing her to fight to the death and interrogating her while she's fighting to the death, because we ask again, where is Thanos? Where is your father hiding? And she is just not making it easy for these guys. She's tearing them up one by one. And it's not even much dialogue. They're just asking questions. She's killing and not answering their questions. She's got him. So, they keep asking. She doesn't tell them. She just keeps killing. So that's the point of that story there. It wasn't a big dialogue moment, but it had some great moments in there. It's beautiful art. Okay, well, the next one we run into is Drax, and he's on a Shi'ar space station, Reagan 7, and he's being kept on one of those balls, by telekinetic ball, and being interrogated by the Shi'ar Imperial Guard, where Gladiator tells him, the Royal Guard's telling them, I am Manta, the Shi'ar Imperial Guard, as he's being brought in for, I guess, his trial. And they tell him, I speak now for the leader and chosen praetor, Gladiator, Arthur Sampson Douglas, a.k.a. Drax the Destroyer. You are now a prisoner of the Shi'ar Empire. You will answer for your crimes against the galaxy. You will answer for your numerous accounts of piracy, murder, and conspiracy. And apparently, and yeah, I didn't realize how much history Drax had with Gladiator, which makes sense because Drax is a pretty bad dude, and Gladiator is like an alien version of Superman. He's just that powerful. He goes, that is not an appropriate response to your situation. He goes, and the only thing that he can think of to get out of this, he goes, Gladiator, I challenge you. He goes, that is not an appropriate response to your situation. He goes, you are a coward. You are to be held until a proper trial is scheduled for you. This is ill-thought-out retaliation for the Guardians stopping your ill-thought-out scheme to punish the Earth for failings as a leader. The Guardians are no more. Gladiator yells at him. He's just getting mad because this dude is just, you know, chomping at him at the bit. You will be punished for your crimes. I will. And Drax looks at him and says, "I will end you." So it's like a Rocky moment. I think if Bautista doesn't do his job very well, they could always get Sylvester Stallone to play Drax, because he can say, "I must break you." It's funny little moments in here. It's awesome. Well, anyway, the new sort of guest star, you know, Venom, aka Flash Thompson, is still running around the alien flea market, and he's trying to find Drax. He goes, "Excuse me, do you speak English?" He's trying to find someone who speaks English on an alien planet. And obviously he's not having that. When all of a sudden, you know, as he's going around saying, you know, "Hey, I'm actually a human in this alien symbiote," yada yada yada, he runs into Captain Britain, Valkyrie, Hawkeye, Black Widow, and Beast. And he goes, "My Avengers team," which is the last incarnation of the Secret Avengers, not the current run that's going on, but you get the idea. And they tell him, "Look, we need you back on Earth right now." And, you know, obviously, you're like me and you notice there's something fishy going on. And he finally gets to that point. He doesn't just trust what they're saying. It's the least I could do. He goes, "You didn't need to all come out here," he says. "Dear Flash, we are wasting valuable time. I told you, the story was too big, too elaborate, too specific." He goes, and one of them yells out, "Too specific." Sorry, I went through that really fast. He goes, "Too elaborate, too specific." He goes, "I had it. You really didn't now." So he goes, "What the? You're not." He goes, "You're not my team." And they all just pop out with space guns and start shooting at him. So obviously they're Skrulls. You know, let me just put that out there right now. So Venom grabs for his gun and starts to retaliate back. They're blasting back at each other left and right. They make a good getaway, and all of a sudden, to everyone's surprise, they're Skrulls. So you know, we still have a couple of members we still have to look in on. For example, Groot, who's being held and was given to the Brood, the cockroach guys who use intelligent whales as spaceships. He goes, "We are approaching the target planet," and the Queen of the Brood yells out, "Prepare the creature." I still do not. He goes, "I still don't understand the mission, my Queen. What do you care of this creature?" He goes, "Is this a challenge?" "No, my Queen. We have arrived. Prepare the creature." And Groot has been handed over to these guys. I guess they just thought it would be funny to bark around the wrong tree. "It's a shame we cannot consume the creature. We should burn it and watch it flail for life." Yes, hurry, the creature rises. He goes, Groot. And I guess that his voice is all he can say is Groot. Which if you've seen the movie now, you know how cool Groot is. He goes, "I am Groot," and basically the whale just throws him out of his mouth. It's in this picture right here. Sorry, I can't get this camera right. And I mean, he's just thrown on this planet to kill the Brood and knock him down. I mean, he gives them a really good run for their money until they finally just tear him apart in one of these scenes. Luckily, he's can regenerate. He'll be fine. He has to have water though, and he's in a desert. So Groot's not off to a great start. Well, anyway, back to our fearless leader, Star-Lord. He's being put on trial by the Spartanics, and you know he's done. You know, the Star-Lord is under arrest by the Emperor's decree. The Prince of Spartax will be held accountable for his crimes against the Empire, both this and those of his fellow terrorist partners. And you know, as they're going in there, they got some pretty cool armor. I hope when the sequel comes, we get to see Spartax, because I was looking forward to that in this one. It was so disappointing we didn't get to see it in the last movie. He goes, "Keep moving, Star-Lord." He goes, "Hold, just hold on. tell my father, tell him I've changed my mind. And then the last one, Jason, Star-Lord's father, gave him a choice to come back and be the prince of Spartax, but he didn't take it. And everyone's like, well, you know, your chance is going to come and go. He goes, tell my father that I'll be Star-Lord. If he lets the rest of the Guardians go free, I'll be what he needs me to be. In return, I promise the Guardians will disappear. That won't give Spartax any more trouble. They won't give Spartax any more trouble. You have my word. And basically, the Vizier, the Jafar-like character that's taking him in there, I believe we are past that point where your father can make that deal. Why? Where are the rest of the Guardians? He wants to know where his team is, obviously. I mean, he wants to find out what's happened to him. Either he's just gathering information, getting ready to make his move, or he's just, wanting to know about his friends. I know I would be. He says, where are the rest of the Guardians? I will convey your message to your father, he says. And that's the little picture right here. Yeah, right there. And Star-Lord makes his move, runs past the guards, and jumps out the window. And that's the end of this particular issue for Guardians of the Galaxy number 15. The front page was a little misleading because it made you think that Miss Marvel was going to show up, and she didn't in this issue. So hopefully she will. Alright, guys. Well, that's Guardians of the Galaxy number 15. All in all, I'm going to give the story, because it was just the middle part of the story, give it a 4, because it was really cool to go to all these planets and see what each individual Guardian was doing. The art, gotta give it a perfect score. I mean, it just takes you in these. It complements the story very well and leaves you wanting more. So, a 4 on the story and a 5 on the actual art. So, not bad at all in my opinion. All right, guys, that's your Redneck review from Robert the Red Prince and Guardians of the Galaxy. Check out Guardians of the Galaxy in theater. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend this comic. It's definitely one of the best Marvel movies I've seen, and I've seen them all, even the ones by Fox. This is by far one of the best, second only to Avengers. Alright, guys, well, that's your Redneck review. Please leave us some comments and let us know what you think of everything. Help me to be a better reviewer. I'm trying to do better and trying to get more of these out on a regular basis. So thank you so much. God bless you all. Bye-bye.